Hello, and welcome to today's very special show. My name is Mark Profeta, and today I'm joined by my good friend and brother-in-law, Raysan Benito. Raysan recently turned 31, and for his 31st birthday, we were very inspired by Sean Evans and the people over at Hot Ones, and so we're going to be doing our own rendition of the show. So with that being said, Raysan, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Perfect. All right, well, some people call you Raysan, and some people call you Raysan. I go with Raysan, but for today, it's gonna be Raysan because this is Raysan versus Seitan. All right, are you ready to get going?
Let's do this. You know what? I just want to preface this first and just express my gratitude for everyone here. Our family just is so supportive. So really thankful for everyone who's making this happen. And yeah, really grateful for this. Truly humbled by the support that we are gonna have. Hopefully it won't be too terrible, but I'm a little anxious right now, so.
All right, well, I'm anxious as well because this is new for both of us, so.
Okay, so before we start, I know when I watch these shows, the lips, that's what gets people.
Yeah.
So a couple things. One, what size bite are we gonna have? Okay, because I've been thinking about this all week. What's the size of bite that we're gonna do? Because too small, it seems like a little investment, and too big, it seems like you're too prideful. So
Definitely, there's gotta be a sweet spot.
we gotta find a sweet spot here.
Well, this is your show, so I'm gonna follow your lead.
I also found out citrus, a little bit of citrus, so I'm gonna take a swig of lemonade, clear the palate before each swing.
Perfect. There you go. That'll help. Cheers.
Oh. Okay, it's not bad. It's
Starting out
actually
light.
really good.
Starting out light.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Delightful.
So this is actually Dustin Poirier's hot sauce, and so we picked this sauce as a nod to Dustin Poirier, who's the UFC #1 lightweight contender.
Cheers to you, Dustin.
Cheers to Dustin. We both love Dustin. So we picked that as a nod to him as well as to MMA, mixed martial arts in general. I know you've done some training in both boxing as well as Muay Thai. So
Yes.
That brings us to our first question, which is from your training in Muay Thai, what's one lesson that you've taken from all of your experience with that?
So our coach, Marcus, he has this amazing quote that he uses from Bruce Lee. And the quote is, "I'd rather be a warrior in a garden rather than a gardener in a war." So for me, practical application is the biggest thing. We watched a live fight. It was the first time for me, and I saw someone get knocked out for the first time, and that just sealed the deal. And I went, I am never, ever gonna willingly step into the ring with someone. But if the need arises, I will make sure that I'm ready for it. So warrior in a garden type of situation, yeah.
Can you tell us what it means to be a self-identified flexitarian and your journey into eating plant-based?
Okay, so this is something I'm really passionate about. There's an amazing book. I highly recommend it to everyone. It's called Eating Animals by Jonathan Safran. It's a wonderful book, and really in the book, it just talks about our overdependence on animal-based proteins and the impact that it has not only on the environment, but in our culture and our society, and how oftentimes it can exploit different people groups. And so for me, there was a collection of that, as well as looking theologically from a biblical framework of how we as people are supposed to interact with creation and the environment, that it basically set a trajectory on this, not to mention all the health benefits. And so for me, it's a little bit of both. And that really has been a really wonderful journey. And so by eating right, a lot of other things fell into place. So that's been great.
Awesome, perfect. All right, you ready to go on to wing 2?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get it.
All right, which is this one? This one is
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. All right.
The day before your son Micah was born, you held an event called Paddle Out Before the Baby's Out. And I was a part of that. And so
I told him, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so at that event, it was us and a bunch of buddies and kind of going out for one final surf session. You talked about being worried about, when you become a dad, you're potentially going to lose out on all these hobbies that you love doing. So
Yeah.
I want to see, at this point, 3 years into it now, have you found that sentiment has been true, or you found that you've been able to do all the things that you still love even before you became a dad?
So actually, right before we did that event, Paddle Out Before the Baby's Out, I actually went surfing beforehand with Carmelo, our brother-in-law, Carmelo, and I told him about all of the frustration and fears I would have behind having a kid and how this kid's just gonna be a total time suck, and I'm used to going on adventures. And he said that it's not that you are going to a last hurrah, it's really a new hurrah, and it's a new adventure. And so when it comes to balancing all of these hobbies and things I enjoy doing, there's nothing I enjoy more than being Micah's dad and welcoming into the things that I'm really excited about. And thankfully I have a spouse who has similar interests or is very supportive of those interests, so I'm able to explore new things. So it's been a really great season.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, you ready to go into wing 3?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're just flying by these.
We're going through it.
I can see why people are really confident, because
Yeah.
I'm just, yeah.
Starting sounds slow.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty cocky right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
All right, well, let's do 3. Let's see how we feel.
So this one is Heartbeat Hot Sauce Red Habanero.
All right, you and I have a habit of getting into kind of niche hobbies and working our way through them. One of our more recent ones has been spearfishing. So as we've gotten into spearfishing, what have you found has been the most challenging aspect of spearfishing that maybe you didn't anticipate before we got into it?
Okay, so 2 things. Number 1 is just staying alive in general. That's really helpful. And number 2, it actually just talked about, again, I'm just a huge fan of my wife. And so a few weeks ago, or a couple months ago, I don't remember when it was, but we went spearfishing and we were going through our usual spot and it was a beautiful day. And after we went spearfishing, actually, as I was in the middle of a dive, it smelled like oil. I just could not shake the feeling that oil is on me or there's some type of motor oil on me. So we go out and I ask you, and I say, hey, do I smell like oil? Which is not an unusual question coming from me. And I ask everyone around me, do I smell like oil? Do I smell like motor oil? And everybody denied it. And so when we went home, I asked Krista, she said, nope, doesn't smell like it. But later on that night, super strong smell. This is like 11 o'clock at night. I'm about to go to bed, and she definitely smelled it. I took a shower 3 times, nothing. And so I thought, okay, well, how do you get smelly, oily smells out of hair? And the only thing I can remember is when Finn, my dog, got sprayed by a skunk. So I thought tomato based. Okay, well, we don't have anything tomato based, so but we do have like 3-month-old marinara sauce. And so it's the middle of the night, it's midnight by this time, and Krista opens a jar of marinara sauce and just lovingly just massages my head with marinara sauce. And I just thought, man, that is commitment.
Yeah.
But it's
The peak of intimacy.
It was the peak of intimacy. Yes, exactly.
Awesome. I also know you're an avid surfer, going off the topic of water sports. So
Yes.
has there ever been a legendary wave that you remember that you put on a pedestal to this day?
Oh my gosh. So I have been surfing for a while, but I've never been in a barrel. And I know that after watching Surf's Up the movie, I just went, okay, there's nothing more that I want than to be in a barrel. And so actually this was last year, we were surfing South San Diego, and it was just the perfect opportunity. And I was able to catch this barrel. And there's 2 ways to describe it. Number 1 is you can literally time travel. And 2, to me, it's the closest to God that you could ever physically feel. And so 1, time travel. I talked to an older surfer who's was professional and all of that. And I described to him, and he said it's like time traveling, because time literally stands still when you're in the barrel. And then the other side of it was these characteristics that people attribute to God, right? Power and beauty and love and goodness, and that's all really quantified through the ocean in my experience. And so it was one of the most powerful spiritual experiences I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I really hope that you have it too, man. Really. I genuinely do.
One day.
One day. All right.
All right.
These wings are making me hot.
Yeah. Are you feeling the heat already?
I'm feeling the heat. Just a teat.
That is not a good sign.
Okay, we're good. We're good though. It's 7. Yeah, we got 7 left. This is gonna be fine.
All right. You ready to get into wing 4?
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
I'm excited about this one actually.
This
one smells really good.
I'm not excited about this one
You're not?
because it's oil based.
Oh, okay.
And so I just don't know about this oiliness of it. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to find a.
Really committed to that.
I don't want it to touch my lips. That's really good. I really like this one actually.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too.
Okay, let me take one of these. Ooh.
We're in spice territory now.
I know. Careful on the eyes. I get it. I've heard it 1,000 times. Okay.
All right. Moving on to film. Taika Waititi is a film director that we're both big fans of.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of his different projects. Is there a project that stands out to you as your favorite one, or the one that you come back to more often than not, or one that you're just interested in right now?
Man, this show that I just finished, it's called Reservation Dogs. Huge fan. Shout out to that show. It was extremely powerful. It's similar to the Goonies meeting Super 8, and they just get into all kinds of mischief, and I love the way that he writes. It's very subtle. I love subtle humor, and it's not as common in a lot of American shows. So to have someone from New Zealand direct a show about Native people in America, it was very, very well done. So I like that show a lot.
All right, you ready to move on to wing 5?
Let's do it. Wing 5. Halfway there. I'm
halfway there. You feeling good?
I'm feeling confident. A little
All
too
right.
confident.
Well, let's hope it keeps going that way.
I hope so too. All right, here we go. This is ghost pepper and blueberry. Is that the one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was the one I was really looking forward to.
I feel like the last one was almost spicier than that one. These are close. We start getting into danger around here.
See, can I double back to one of these wings?
Yeah. There's no rules here.
I like this
What are
one
you going
right
for?
here.
The number 4?
Yeah. Just a little bit, because I really enjoyed that. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite so far.
All right. I'm liking it.
All right. In Hot Ones, they have a segment where they do a Instagram deep dive.
Right.
You deleted your Instagram,
I did?
so we had to dig a little deeper and go into your Facebook.
Oh my gosh.
So we went ahead and pulled some stuff from your Facebook.
I'm deleting my Facebook, by the way. And I only kept my Facebook, and I told Krista that I was gonna delete my Facebook, and she said that I could not until this was done. So after this, I'm just gonna delete all social media. Yeah.
There you go. Well, we went ahead and went in before you took it out. So if you could just take a look at these photos and give us a little more surrounding context.
Okay.
behind them. So here's the first one. I don't know if you remember posting it.
Yes. Okay. So tabo is from our culture is like a more affordable bidet, right? Bidets are really expensive, but a tabo is all you need is a pot, a simple pot, plastic pot. You pour it down your backside, and then you use your hand like so, and you just use like a back and forth motion.
Okay.
So you just go in the affected area and then just back and forth.
You got a little up and down going there too. So
Yeah, well, sometimes,
some technique involved.
sometimes you just want to treat yourself.
Yeah.
So, and that's it, just a quick rinse, some soap, some water.
There you go.
And, the only challenge is, okay, well, how do you dry yourself off, right? If you don't have toilet paper. And I gotta be honest with you, it's still a journey that I'm trying to work through myself.
Yeah. A lot of self-discovery through that.
Yeah,
journey.
but I found that air drying is probably best.
There you go.
So you just spend some time in introspection.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
that was
very-
the Dabo. I love that.
Awesome. Yeah. So here's our next one. If you could tell us about it.
Oh man. Well, you were here at this one. This was the cinnamon challenge. So, my amazing brother Rainier and a very dear friend of mine, Brandon Ussery, we were on this quest to a little hot. We were on this quest to look at kind of the ways in which we can throw up the fastest. This was on my 22nd year of life, and so while you were training for fights, I was trying to find ways to throw up through things like the gallon challenge before I found out I was lactose intolerant, the banana and Sprite challenge where you eat 2 bananas and chug a Sprite, and then the cinnamon challenge was basically a tablespoon of cinnamon. Your body can't process it, so you throw up. But it ended up us just basically dry heaving because the cinnamon just sucked out all of the moisture in our mouths. So we were just dry heaving for 15, 20 minutes. But man, I remember that. That was a very fond memory.
Of all those 3 challenges, which one was the worst, would you say?
I mean, now that I know that I'm lactose intolerant, I'm gonna tell you that it's gonna be the gallon challenge. Yeah, so that one,
That's
it was a
fair.
few years ago, and I was just on my hands and knees, just praying and spewing for both accuracy and direction. All right, so,
Top tier.
so this is the goat.
Ginger goat.
Okay.
That's top left. Yeah, you got top left?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be more confident actually when I take my bites, because some of these haven't been as,
You wanna go?
I'm gonna go a little bit more confident.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. At least for this one.
Go for it, big dog.
Okay, let's go. Absolutely delicious. This is a good one.
All right. You pride yourself in being a self-proclaimed emo kid during your teenage years. So give us your top 3 most iconic pop punk songs.
Oh man. Okay, so top 3. We're gonna go with Check Yes Juliet by We the Kings. I'm gonna go with Cute Without an E by Taking Back Sunday. And then I'll take a deep homeschool dive and I will go I So Hate Consequences by Reliant K.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. You ready to get going on to Wing 7?
Yes, let's do it. So this
All right.
is Faya. All right. Well done. This one's a little. This one's a little.
That's a sneaky one.
That one's smoky.
Yep.
That one's a little bit smokier.
Yeah.
I gotta be.
Okay.
I gotta
Yep.
be honest with you. That one's a little bit smokier. Your bite wasn't as big as my bite though.
You wanna polish it off, or
No, what I'm
you wanna
saying
go
is-
all in?
No, not all in, but my bite is bigger than
I
your
got you.
bite. Just a little.
Push up a little bit.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just finish it.
Okay, well then I have to. Okay.
We're definitely in the danger zone here.
I understand now. This part is not what I was expecting.
All right, so you're always a great resource when it comes to places to eat or things to do in San Diego. What's
Wow.
the best local food spot you've been to recently?
I'm phlegmy. Little phlegmy. Give me a second. Wow. Why did we? Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second.
You're good. Take your time. Take your time.
Okay. I'm gonna go like, you know what, Mom actually got me bananas. And she said, I looked up, I'm supposed to help. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so what is your question?
So you're always a great resource when it comes to places to eat or things to do in San Diego. So what's the best local food place that you've been to lately, and what made it so great?
So during the pandemic, really thought it was really important to support restaurants within my community. So when Kristen and I used to go on date nights, we used to go all around San Diego, but being in the South Bay, I felt it's important to really explore the restaurants in my community. And so one of the ones I've been most, oh dude, there's a lot of mucus, a lot more mucus than I thought. The ones that I've been really impressed with the most is a place called the Empanada Spot. Really well done. And then there are a couple of staples out there, such as Izakaya Naruto, which is hands down my favorite sushi in San Diego.
It's a great one, yeah. All right, well, you've been known to use envelopes of cash rather than credit or debit cards. So
Yes.
Tell us how you got into that and what the mindset is behind that.
Well, a few years ago, I gotta figure out how to, I'm actually crying right now.
7 hit a little different. I'm worried about these next 3.
So, my mentor, Russ Douglas, introduced me to the Dave Ramsey program. And it was this idea of cash is king, and in our very commercialistic, consumeristic culture, it's all about buying and acquiring, spending what you don't have. And I found that inconsistent with my worldview and what I believe my faith calls me to do, particularly with my finances and being radically generous.
Perfect. All right, you ready to move on to number 8?
Yes. So this is the one that gives everybody a problem.
This is the bomb. Yep.
And I was confident on this one, but you know, I think I need to approach this with the same amount of confidence.
Okay, you're just going in. Well, I'm with you.
All right, you with me to the end of the line?
As far as we can make it.
Okay. Well, we're making this, bro. So, not as substantial, I'm not gonna finish it, but I wanna make some marks.
Are you talking halfway, or what are we?
Yeah, let's, yeah.
All right,
Yeah, let's do
it.
Hold on. Just give me one. I was not.
take your time.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You ready?
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a banana and I'm gonna. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. All right. Let's just do it. Haha. Halfway. Chase it with the banana. Oh, that didn't work.
No.
Dude, it's in like my throat. It's in my nose. Is it obvious? It's not obvious?
Not right now.
Is
Yeah.
is my sweat obvious?
You look good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tattoos. All right, you got a lot of tattoos.
Yeah, they're of the devil.
What's your favorite tattoo you've gotten?
Each one is like really significant to me. I'm just gonna go down the line here. Oh man. Can I get a little bit more lemonade, please? Okay. Just gonna.
How you doing?
Yeah, this is rough. All right, tattoo. My favorite tattoo is this tattoo. It's a piece, and I really enjoy it. Really grateful for it. Most practical is my circle of fifths. It helps me when I play with other musicians. Yeah.
Perfect. You have a very strong work ethic. It seems like you're always moving from one project to the next. What keeps you motivated?
Dude, my eyes are like watery. Like I can. Okay, thank you. So I believe that we have as followers and apprentice of Christ, we have an obligation to love God and love others. That's manifested primarily through our vocations and our work. And so I have a theological obligation to love others as well as provide for my family. And I'm in a very fortunate circumstance to do that and to realize that the work that I do has a ripple effect and implications to help others and make the world a better place. Oh, wow. It hit my stomach and now my stomach hurts.
Yeah, everything hurts right now.
Everything is, wow. Dude, that one is as worse than they say it is.
It's not fun. All right, well, that was Wing 8. You ready to get on to Wing 9?
Yes. Actually, it's pretty helpful.
Perfect. All right. Let's do it.
I honestly thought we took a bite of it already.
We did?
No. Okay. All right. Just give me a second. So the banana chaser does not work. I will tell you that confidently. This lemonade, really just not helpful. Water, not good. And this oat milk is too creamy. I'm not gonna be confident, so I'm gonna bite it and go, bite and go. Wow, that one's really bad.
Whether it's surfing, rock climbing, or spearfishing, you've been known to find great deals for secondhand gear on sites like OfferUp. What's your proudest OfferUp come up to date? You gotta repeat the question. I'm really not paying attention to what you were saying. Whether it's surfing, rock climbing, or spearfishing, you've been known to find great deals for secondhand gear on sites like OfferUp.
Okay.
What's your proudest OfferUp come up to date?
I don't know. Who cares? I mean, who really cares at this point? Wait a second. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second, dude.
Watch the eyes.
So I have a deviated septum. I didn't know what that meant, but I gotta imagine that's playing a factor with my with what's happening in my nose right now. Best offer up deal. I got really good at selling things on OfferUp, so that's one thing. I sell a lot of surfboards on OfferUp. Well, my favorite OfferUp deal was probably my black Fender Telecaster. I bought it from actually a former studio musician, and he was part of a band that escapes me right now, but he sold me that black Fender Telecaster, and I remember it being just having a lot of stories behind it, so it was just really great to continue the legacy of that story and continue to play today. Oh my goodness.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. What if I mix this? Because I don't think anyone else is
There
gonna
you
drink
go.
this.
You've claimed that at this
So I'm
point.
gonna. Oh, you're out of water.
It's okay. I'm doing great with this creamy oat milk here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all you, champ.
I'm sorry.
No
You
problem.
can have this one.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
all right. All right.
Wow, my stomach hurts. I drank a lot of water really fast,
Well,
and then I've got this.
it's not gonna get any better. I put a little lot on there, so I'm gonna wipe a little of that off, probably.
Okay. All right. We gotta be This is a.
We made it this far.
We made it this far, so we gotta
have
be.
to,
all right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dab it here, and then I'm gonna dip, and then dab.
Sure. Yeah.
Is that enough?
I have never done this either, so
a great point.
we are in the same boat here.
I don't know why I'm asking you, but I ask you for and about a lot of things. So thank you for taking this journey. Are we gonna dink it and sink it?
Sure,
All right, here
bud.
we go.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get it.
It tastes like Scotch bonnet.
Yep.
I thought this would be a ramp down, and it's not.
A lot of these later on have the delayed effect, though, I've noticed, where you feel okay off the bat, and then it kind of gets to you. How's
Yeah.
the banana strategy working for you?
You know, it's just a coping mechanism at this point. And like, you know what? I'm gonna a little bit more cohesive state of mind. So I will go back to the flexitarian. Just a really quick shout out. Okay, hold on. Was that it's not enough to only eat plant-based foods, although if that's your decision, that's great, but really you should be eating and choosing more sustainable. If you're gonna choose to eat meat, choose to eat more sustainable meat. Organic and farm raised are marketing terms. So really just check where your food comes from.
All right, well, we're gonna close it out with some rapid fire questions. So I'm just gonna go through, and this is gonna be your perfect day in San Diego. So I'm gonna give you two options. You're gonna tell me.
I might as well just finish this one. We're gonna.
The last one?
Yeah.
Are we going in for the?
Yeah. I mean, it's the last one, so we're just gonna finish.
All right.
All right.
Salud.
That was a really bad choice. All right, rapid fire. Let's make it quick.
All right, perfect day in San Diego. Are you wearing Crocs or Chacos?
Crocs.
Are you biking the Strand or climbing the Santee boulders?
Climbing boulders.
Are you wearing a fanny pack or a camelback?
Fanny pack.
Are you surfing North County or South County?
South County. In the morning, North County in the afternoon.
Fair enough. Are you getting a burger at the Friendly or the Balboa?
Ooh, the friendly.
You're taking a stroll with the fam. Are you going to J Street or Liberty Station?
Liberty Station.
You're ending the day with a jam session with some friends. Are you playing a Fender or Aberphone?
Oh, I did get my new Epiphone E350, so I'm gonna play that for a while.
All right. Well, you made it, bro.
I can't believe we did it.
We both made it. So there's nothing left to do here but roll out the red carpet for you like they do in the show. So this camera, this camera, this camera, tell the people what's going on in your life right now.
I'm deleting my social media, so I'm not sure how this is gonna be displayed, but please connect with me in person, or if you have my number, let's have real in-person or personable discourse. We'd love to enter into a conversation with anyone who's ready and willing to consider. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's really spicy, but yeah. So maybe just to close out, Micah 6:8. He's showing you, oh man, what is good and what the Lord requires of you, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. So I'm seeking to do that, and yeah, that's pretty. That's it. I don't know, dude.
Perfect.
Nano.
Well, great work, dude. You did it. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Wow. Dude, that was crazy. That was so crazy, dude. I cannot even believe that.